Welcome back to Wheel Reverend, your home for in-depth two-wheeler reviews where we go beyond just the spec sheet and talk about the real experience of living with a motorcycle or scooter. Today, I'm bringing you something that stands out in the crowded world of 125cc scooters. A machine that's more than just a commuter, it's a statement. This is the 2025 Suzuki Burgman Street 125. A scooter that has earned a reputation over the years for combining practical efficiency with Maxi-Scooter style. Suzuki has been refining this model year after year, and the 2025 update promises to make the Burgman even more appealing to urban riders and occasional tourists alike. Over the course of this video, I'm going to walk you through its design, its features, the riding experience, the performance numbers, its comfort, and finally the value proposition that it brings to the table, so that by the end you'll know whether this scooter deserves a place in your garage. At first glance, the Burgman Street 125 immediately draws attention. Where most scooters in the 125cc category keep a compact and somewhat conservative form, Suzuki has deliberately gone for a bold maxi-scooter design. You're greeted by wide front apron that houses and LED headlamp cluster, flanked by sleek position lamps that give it a modern and slightly aggressive expression. The large windscreen on the front not only adds to the big bike look but also serves a functional role by deflecting wind off your chest during longer rides. Its side profile showcases flowing panels with sharp creases, giving it a European flair, and the rear end is topped off with the stylish tail lamp setup and neatly integrated indicators. In 2025, Suzuki has introduced new paint finishes, including a metallic matte blue that really pops under sunlight. Park it next to any other 125cc scooter and the Burgman looks like it belongs in a higher class altogether, which is exactly the point. Suzuki wants you to feel you're riding something premium without crossing into higher displacement or higher price territory. Sit on it and you'll notice the spaciousness right away. The Burgman Street gives you a broad, well-padded seat that is easily among the most comfortable in this segment. There's enough room for the rider to shift slightly forward or stretch back depending on your mood, and the pillion seat is decently wide too. The floorboard is stretched out in true maxi-scooter fashion, allowing you to rest your feet flat or extend them forward in a relaxed riding position. For city commuting, that means you can remain comfortable even after long stretches of stop-and-go traffic. And on weekend rides outside the city it gives you that mini touring scooter vibe. With the seat height of about 780 mm, the Burgman strikes a good balance, yet accessible enough for shorter riders while still giving taller riders a natural posture. Under the bodywork sits the familiar yet refined 124cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine that Suzuki has been continuously updating. For 2025, it meets the latest OBD2B emission norms, making it cleaner and future-ready, while still producing around 8.5 brake horsepower and close to 10 Nm of torque. Now, on paper those numbers may not sound dramatic, but the way Suzuki has tuned the motor makes all the difference. Power delivery is smooth and linear, and the CVT gearbox is programmed to make acceleration predictable and easy to modulate. In traffic, it responds instantly to throttle input without any hesitation, and when you open it up on an empty stretch, it can cruise comfortably between 70 to 80 km per hour with the top speed approaching 95 km per hour. That's more than adequate for city duties and even for short highway stints if needed. Fuel efficiency is another strong point. Thanks to Suzuki's Eco-Performance Alpha technology and an auto start-stop system in the X variant, you can expect real-world mileage in the range of 50 to 57 km per liter depending on your riding style. That means not only is it easy on your wallet when it comes to running costs, but it's also one of the more economical premium scooters out there, especially considering the weight and larger size compared to conventional 125cc scooters. One of the things riders appreciate most about the Burgman Street 125 is the way it rides. The long 1,290mm wheelbase adds stability, giving you confidence at higher speeds and over uneven surfaces. The telescopic fork at the front and single shock absorber at the rear do a decent job of soaking up bumps, though the rear can feel a bit stiff if you're riding solo. Still, the balance is generally good. and the X version further improves ride quality by using a larger 12-inch rear wheel compared to the smaller ones on the standard model, which enhances stability and cornering feel. Braking is handled by a front disc and a rear drum setup, supplemented by Suzuki's combined braking system, which distributes braking force for safer stops. In everyday riding, this setup feels progressive and dependable. Beyond just mechanical performance, Suzuki has loaded the Burgman Street with a set of features that make daily life easier. Up front, the fully digital instrument cluster gives you all the essential readouts including speed, fuel level, trip meters, and now, thanks to smartphone connectivity, even turn-by-turn navigation and call alerts. There's also a USB charging socket tucked inside a closed compartment, perfect for topping up your phone while riding, and another open cubby that can hold a water bottle or small items. The underseat storage is one of the largest in the class, big enough to accommodate a full-face helmet in most cases, along with additional items like gloves or rain gear. For commuters who carry bags or small groceries, there are also utility hooks provided, making the Burgman as practical as it is stylish. Lighting is all LED, from the headlamp to the tail, ensuring good visibility at night while also giving the scooter a modern appearance. Riders who have tested the Burgman often note how bright and well spread the headlight beam is, making night commutes less stressful. The mirrors are wide enough to offer a clear view of traffic behind, and the switchgear feels tactile and well-made. Even small touches like the textured seat cover, chrome garnishes on certain trims, and the quality of plastics reinforce the impression of a premium product. Now, one of the most interesting aspects of the Burgman Street 125 is how it positions itself in the market. In India, the base variant starts around 97,000 rupees ex-showroom, the Ride Connect edition crosses the 1 lakh mark, and the X variant with all the bells and whistles is priced around 1,17,000 ex-showroom. On road, depending on your city, you're looking at just over 1 lakh for the Bass and closer to 1,20,000 for the X. Compare that with other scooters in the 125cc segment, and while the Burgman is definitely more expensive, it justifies the premium with design, comfort, and features. In markets like the Philippines, pricing sits around 83,000 pesos for the standard and 92,000 pesos for the X, again positioning it as a slightly more upscale choice than conventional 125cc scooters. So what exactly makes this scooter stand out in real life? The answer lies in its identity. It's not merely a commuter tool. It's a lifestyle scooter, one that gives you the feeling of owning something larger and more sophisticated than a typical city scooter. Its Maxi-Scooter stance, roomy ergonomics, strong presence on the road, and clever conveniences all combine to create a riding experience that's different. It's the kind of scooter you can ride to the office every day and then confidently take out for a weekend ride to the outskirts without feeling limited. It's aspirational without being inaccessible. Of course, no machine is perfect. Riders who prioritize nimble maneuverability in tight traffic might find the larger body slightly more cumbersome compared to compact scooters. Those who want raw performance might prefer sportier 150cc options. But for the majority of riders who value comfort, style, and efficiency in equal measure, the Burgman Street 125 balances it beautifully. The 2025 update further strengthens its case with compliance to the latest emissions norms, a fresh paint option, and the continued availability of the X variant with its larger wheels and auto start-stop technology. Together, these refinements make sure the Burgman remains future-ready while holding on to what made it popular in the first place. To wrap it up, the 2025 Suzuki Burgman Street 125 is a scooter that blends big bike design with small engine practicality. It delivers comfort, features, and a sense of style that elevates your daily commute into something more enjoyable. It's not the cheapest 125cc scooter you can buy, but it's certainly one of the most distinctive and premium feeling. For riders who want a scooter that doubles as both an everyday partner and a lifestyle statement, the Burgman is a compelling choice. Thanks for watching Wheel Rever, and if you enjoyed this in-depth look at the Suzuki Burgman Street 125, Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell for more reviews. Let us know in the comments what you think of this scooter. Would you choose it over a traditional 125 commuter, or is the extra price too much for the added style and comfort? As always, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.